What's up, guys? VitalSyntax here, and I wanted to talk about the PlayStation 4 Call of Duty Ghosts now that I've had a little more of a chance to play it, and Battlefield 4 now that I've been playing that quite a bit, almost every single day. I ended up getting the PlayStation 4. I helped my brother out mostly. He bought it, but I chipped in a little bit. We picked it up on midnight release, and he ended up getting a Call of Duty Ghosts because he's quite a Call of Duty fan. I was trying to get him to get Battlefield 4 because I've heard that Battlefield 4 is just really awesome on the PlayStation 4. 720p, 60 FPS, 64 players. Definitely gonna be an awesome experience for you PlayStation players. Now, on top of getting Call of Duty Ghosts, I also ended up getting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Just because I thought it would be more enjoyable to play on the massive TV that we have in the media room instead of on my gaming monitor, and just I didn't want to deal with Ubisoft and their PC ports, so I decided that it would probably be a better idea just to get it on PlayStation 4. That way I actually had a game to play on it, since I was going to chip in a little bit of it and help them out as far as paying for it goes. One of the main reasons I wanted to get a PS4 was to play Destiny, because they haven't announced a PC version. If they do announce a PC version, I'll get it on that platform. But right now it sounds like it's just going to be the next-gen consoles. And that's a game that I can't skip. It looks so amazing. It's Halo mixed with Borderlands, and that's two of my favorite franchises, especially Borderlands. Borderlands is just both 1 and 2 are easily one of my top two favorite games of all time. And the Halo universe, although I didn't really get into Halo after Halo 2, is just amazing, and I'm really excited to see what Bungie does with this new IP that they're bringing out. So now, as far as Call of Duty Ghosts goes, I had a chance to play it a little bit on the PS4 the past couple hours. Watched my brother play it quite a bit on PS4, and I've also been playing it on the PC as much as I can, meaning as much as I can bear it. There's a lot of issues with the PC version, but I don't think it's as bad as people put it out to be. You hear somebody like Total Biscuit or the Cynical Brit, or you hear somebody like Angry Joe raging about the game, and yes, there are many PC-specific issues. It's not a very good port at all, but when it comes down to the game itself, that's what I wanted to mostly focus on. My biggest complaint as far as a PC gamer goes is the performance. I have to run the game at absolute lowest settings other than my resolution. I have all the textures turned down. I have no shadows. I have no any type of post-processing effects other than FXAA. I don't have any MSAA. I don't have any screen space ambient occlusion or MSAA or anything else like that would make the game look good. Now, I have run the game on the max settings, and I'll show you some clips of it. It actually looks pretty good. It's not a bad-looking game at all, but it performs really bad at those higher settings on PC. And I mean, I have a 680, I have an i7 overclocked to 4, I think it's at 4.6 right now gigahertz. I can play Battlefield 4 at above 120 frames per second constantly at a mix between medium and high settings. But when I try and play Call of Duty Ghosts at even the lowest settings, it still drops below 90 when using something like the sniper rifle or when playing on a larger map. Now, I can't even go above 90 because they set a artificial frame rate limit of 90 in multiplayer. It's not there in single player, so it's clearly something that they implemented, and they had this in some of the previous Call of Duty games as well. It's really frustrating. Somebody like me that has a 120 hertz monitor and wants to play at 120 FPS or somewhere close to that. There was an FPS unlocker that worked for a while. They released a patch specifically to disable it. I also run a hack that essentially modifies the field of view so I can get my 80 field of view, which is what I prefer instead of 65. And also had a bunch of issues with recording gameplay because DxTory, Fraps, any of those type of applications that record gameplay and try and hook onto the frames to record was crashing the game instantly. Luckily, DxTory released a patch, quick fix, and I'll put a link in the description to their page where you can download the hotfix. It should be down at the bottom. It says Call of Duty Hotfix or something like that, and it's linked on their forums as well. I'll probably just put a link to the forums. That way you guys can download it if you're using DxTory and trying to record Ghosts gameplay, which I doubt very many people are doing because the game isn't very popular, which is another large complaint I have about it. It's difficult to find a game other than Team Deathmatch or Domination. Those are really the only two server or playlists that have over 500 players in them. The other ones are all 400, 300, 200. Some of them are 0, some of them are under 20. And it makes it very difficult to, play anything other than those basic game modes like Team Deathmatch and Domination. Whereas on and to put it in proportions, it's like maybe 8,000 to 9,000 on at most times during the day and evening on Call of Duty Ghosts for PC. But on the PS4, I think it was over 200,000-300,000 that were on the other night, and it might even be more. That was just that's kind of a lowball estimate, I think. But regardless, it's way more than what the PC platform has, and you can play almost any playlist you can imagine 24/7 without ever having to worry about not being able to find a server. And that's also another complaint about Call of Duty Ghosts for PC. Now, the game itself, aside from all the issues that I've kind of talked about and you've heard other people talk about specifically for the PC version, I don't like a lot of things about it, but it does feel a lot different than Call of Duty games. The hit detection is really good if you have a good ping. Unfortunately, they don't even show you your ping in-game, even on the PC version. I am pretty sure they're using dedicated servers. From what I heard from interviews and stuff like that, it sounded like they were. But there's no server browser, so it's really hard to tell. And I'm pretty sure on the PS4 and the Xbox One, they're also using dedicated servers, which if they are, that's good. The hit detection is really good, and it feels very responsive, very snappy, but the time to kill is incredibly fast. It feels faster than Modern Warfare 2, which felt faster than Call of Duty 4, which felt faster than Black Ops 2, which felt faster than Black Ops. They just keep getting harder and harder, or faster and faster time to kill. I personally like very low time to kill games. Something like Battlefield has a moderate time to kill. Something like Counter-Strike has a high time to kill other than headshots. Something like one of my favorite first-person shooters, Crysis 2 or Crysis 3. I know it had, some issues and everything, but on PC, those were games that I played immensely and enjoyed immensely. I'm sure you guys saw those videos on my channel from those games. And that game has a very high time to kill, and one of the reasons I like that is in Call of Duty, if you get shot from anywhere other than directly in front of you, you're dead instantly. You don't have any time to react, so it's more about position than it is about gun skill. Because if you shoot somebody in the side, you shoot somebody in the back, you shoot them from any other angle than directly in front of them, and they die instantly, they have no chance to respond to you shooting at them unless you're completely missing them, which you're not going to be, especially if you're playing on consoles and you have aim assist. You just die instantly, and it feels like you die in 1-2 bullets often. That being said, the hit detection is really great. And Call of Duty's always had a really, really high time to kill compared to other games, but this one feels like you're playing hardcore. It feels like you're playing, one of the previous Call of Duty games like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, but you're playing the hardcore version where you have less health and you do more damage and things like that, but that's just the base game. And then if you go play hardcore, it's like you just die before instantly. It's like before you even hear the other guy shoot at you, you're dead. I don't really particularly like that, but it's not necessarily something that's bad or broken about the game. It's just a preference thing. So some people like the type of games that are more positional based. That way it's not really based on gun skill. Something like Crysis 3, there's no position at all. You run around constantly. There's, fluid movement around the maps, and it's really about who can get the most headshots, who can be the most accurate, and who can do the most damage because of those headshot multipliers. Whereas something like Call of Duty Ghosts especially, it's mostly about just who can shoot somebody in the back or who can shoot somebody in the side. There's also some annoying things in the kill streak areas, like the dog is really annoying. I think he seems like he has 3 times as much health as any human being, even in hardcore, which is really frustrating. The unlock system was really confusing at first. I got it now, luckily, and starting to kind of get a hang of things. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be playing Ghosts very much, especially now Battlefield 4 is out at the same time, and I've been playing Battlefield 4 almost every single night. It's really a truly awesome game. In my opinion, Battlefield 4 is probably the best PC game out right now on the planet. And it's also probably one of the best Battlefield 4 games out. I haven't played Mercenaries, Killzone Shadowfall. Mercenaries was the PSP version. Nobody plays that. But that looked pretty cool, too. I might have to pick that up for the PlayStation 4 and check it out. But anyway, that summarizes my latest video, I guess. And I'm going to try and get Battlefield 4 on PS4 sometime soon. And although I won't be able to record gameplay because I don't have a HDMI capture card anymore, because there was no point in using one on PC, but I still want to talk about it in some of the videos, just because, you know, talking about the comparison of the PS4 version versus PC version, which honestly they look very similar, other than things like frame rate, things like resolution caps, and but gameplay wise it looks pretty awesome on the PS4, so I definitely would recommend checking out. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like or a favorite, and I'll see you guys in the next video.